Good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 132, and we're here live in Southwest Florida watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me, and I have to tell you, today is a little bit freaky and exciting, but more freaky than exciting. Good morning, everyone. There was a fisherman here about 5 minutes ago, I'm freaking out, sorry, that said he saw a 10-foot alligator walk into the beach, walk from the beach, okay, so see these mangroves over here? He watched about 50 feet from where I'm at, he watched a 10-foot alligator walk his way down to the beach and walk right into the water. And I'm sitting here pretty much freaking out now, thinking that at any moment, the 10-foot alligator, which is a big enough alligator to eat me, could pop out of the water and attack me like a monster. I know it's not likely. I've been vigilantly watching the water to see if I see any bubbles or any weirdness. There's even swimmers out here and they're fine, but my heart is racing. And so I gotta figure out where to keep the camera to see if the comments are on the side. Maybe I should sit in front of I don't know where to sit so that I can see the water behind me. Isn't that crazy? Alligators don't normally like this salty of water, so it's absolutely bizarre that they and a little freaked out, but okay, I do see movement right in the water here. I do see movement in the water. You know, it's probably just not a good idea to sit this close to the edge of the water. You know what, if you guys don't mind bearing with me, I don't want to go all the way to the tree line because I figure there could be more alligators there, but I could move halfway up the beach. I can't do my podcast because I can't put my back to the water. No, I know, I'm freaking out. So okay, everybody, I'm just going to move the camera up here and bring my stuff. You didn't? Okay. But yeah, I can't put my back to the water this close. No, I can't do it. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. I think this is yeah. Thank you, you too. You too. All right, thanks for your patience, everybody. It's just going to be a minute till I bring everything up here, but I cannot, in good faith, put my back to the shoreline that close. Okay. All right, so from this distance, I feel like I might have a fighting chance if he came running out of the water. Thank you all for your understanding. That was scary. Whew. All right, so good morning, everybody. So someone got kicked off and wants to know what happened. So 5 minutes before I started the podcast, there was a 10-foot alligator sighting walking from the mangroves right into the water at the beach. So, yeah, I can see the water's edge much better now. I don't know what was scarier, finding all that out or putting my back to the water to talk to all of you. Oh, never a dull day at the beach, I'll tell you that. Never a dull day. Mother Nature and wildlife are so exciting and so unpredictable. How awesome. Thank you, Teresa. These are crochet wire earrings done on 32 gauge wire, and it's a free pattern on my website. and a video here on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. I have missed all your names today, so I apologize about that, but I think you can understand why. I was a little distracted. Yes, well, alligators are dangerous, period, but 10 feet, that's when alligators do like fresh water, but they also like brackish water, which is a combination of salt and fresh water. It is rare that you find them all the way out here in total salt water, which makes me concerned that he's distressed for some reason, and anybody in distress doesn't make good choices, and so a distressed 10-foot alligator to me sounds like somebody that could make weird choices, like going after a person that he doesn't even want to eat. So, oh, that was exciting. Anyway, back to us. Good morning, everybody, and thank you all for joining me. If you're crafting this morning, let me know what you're working on. I have a project that I'm working on. I'm using Be So Fresh linen yarn, which is sport weight 100% linen, and I'm making a knit cardigan. You can see the beginning of my yoke here. It's going to be a top down. Did you buy your new dresses? I bought a couple of new dresses. I bought a couple more prints of this one. This is the regular, like, everyday tank top dress. I have this in several prints, and I bought another little bit fancier dress that's a woven cotton with some stretch in it, and it zips up the back and has a belt. Very little bit vintagey, but definitely a modern vintage look to it. It doesn't look totally vintage and doesn't look costumey. And I bought a couple of those for some new ideas that I have for styling and for videos and things like that. And they arrived yesterday, and I tried them on, and they fit. Yay. So I bought the right size. Bought an extra large in those. I bought these in a large and that one in an extra large. And they fit, so I'm super happy about that. So I just need to get my projects done that go with them in order to start sharing those photos or do a photo shoot. But for this one, I think a black cardigan is going to be an absolute go-to staple for any wardrobe. Yes, Audrey, if you go to my Amazon shop, the dress that I bought a couple of prints of it. It's a higher neckline, sleeveless, fitted through the waist, and then it's a full skirt, and it's in a heavier stretch cotton fabric, and it zips all the way up the back. So it's very fitted through to the waist, very beautiful on. The stretch actually makes it really easy to wear, and I first saw it on a friend of mine at a bridal shower a couple months ago, and I thought she looked so good in it that I complimented her on the dress, and she's the one that told me about them. So since then, I've gone to Amazon and shopped for them, and just fell so in love with so many of the prints that I bought 3. And they're under $30. I mean, so it's a dress that's fancy enough to wear to an event. All right, there's a big ripple out there. Yeah, there's a big ripple right there. There's some movement in the water right there. And it could be a it could be a school fish, it could be a shark, it could be a manatee, but there's definitely a big ripple about 25 feet offshore. I just saw something poke up from it too. Okay, I see fish. I mean, something could be eating fish, or it could just be a school of fish. So scary. So anyway, I missed a bunch of comments, so sorry about that. But, oh no, I just dropped my stitches. So I was saying that I think a black cardigan is going to be an absolute go-to staple piece for anybody's wardrobe. And I think making it in linen will also make it wearable year-round. And so mine is a top-down, and it's a round yoke style, which means we're not doing increases in one spot, in a couple of specific spots. We're doing increases throughout. so it'll look more like eyelet lace in the yoke. Really pretty. Got some eyelet lace and some striped lace. Really simple though. Oh, why don't I face the water today? Because I want to share the water with all of you. I can do this. I can do this. So, having said all of that, I've made another discovery on Amazon recently, and this is a longer story than that even. I know I've told all of you that I've been talking with manufacturers about making my own crochet hooks and knitting needles, and I've been in talks with a couple of manufacturers for, oh gosh, over a year now. And what I discovered on Amazon the other day was a set that looked almost identical to one of the sets that I've been working with a manufacturer on for a heck of a lot less money than I was even going to be able to pay for them manufacturing, and it was retail. And so I was like, that just can't be. I gotta order it and see what this is. So what it was a set of bamboo tipped circular needles with the cords color-coded like rainbow, so you could easily grab which size you wanted, remembering what color the cords were. And the bamboo also has the numbers burned onto them, so you can actually confirm all that. So I got this entire set of size 2mm to size 10mm, all with this color-coded sizing cords. And I thought, and are you ready for this? Do you have any idea what this cost? The retail price of this, for all of these sizes together, bamboo tips, you can see they all have the numbers burned right onto them, sizes 2mm to size 10mm. This is the 24-inch circulars, under $8. I paid under $8 for the entire set, including the 4mm that I'm using for the linen. And I wanted to use them first, before even talking about it, to see what I thought. I mean, I personally like working with bamboo because I like the friction on the needles, especially for slinky yarns like the bamboo yarns. But I thought with the linen doesn't need that. I wonder how hard it'll be to knit linen on a bamboo needle. And it has been a breeze, just a breeze. And so I've been working on this since 2 days ago and just loving it so far. And so I put these in my Amazon shop. I ordered the 24-inch. I also ordered the 16-inch so that I have every size to make hats come fall. And they're all rainbow color coded, and they're under $8 for the whole set. So if you go to my Amazon shop, I've listed these already, and I will list the other ones after I try them and make sure that I love them. And I also bought these little rainbow stitch markers. These are the stitch markers that work for both knitting and crochet because they're split ring. You can open them and close them, which is what works fabulously for crochet. But if you leave them closed, you can just use them for knitting. And I'm using one on this project. Instead of just slipping it for knitting, I've added it to the beginning of the right side so that I always remember where the beginning of the right side is. But you could use them for both knitting and crochet, and because they come in multiple colors, you can use them for multiple purposes in a project. Like sometimes it's nice to have one color for the beginning of the row, one color for the end of the row, and then a different color for all of the repeats. So this is, I think this was about $6, and this was under $8. And I've put them both in my Amazon shop. I've also shared my favorite crochet hooks in there, which are the Susan Bates Silvalume, and I've added the kits, the full kits of the larger sizes and the smaller sizes. So if you need help finding tools and want to try tools that I love, go to my Amazon shop. So I know I get asked those questions all the time, and I've never been a fan of interchangeable sets, but I do like fixed circular needles, and I like having a full size range of all of them. So, and the fact that I just love rainbow anyway, I'm really excited about this. Super excited to get the other size in. having a full set of 16s. I know I've talked about that on here before, that I've been wanting to purchase a full set of 16 inches. But to do that with most companies costs a lot of money, and this doesn't. So it's a great way to invest. And I don't know how long they'll last, but so far the functionality of them I love, and we'll see. But what a deal. So I love sharing good deals with everybody too. Okay, alligator watch. Looks good. For those of you just joining, the reason I pulled away from the edge of the water this morning is because just before I got here, there was a 10-foot alligator sighting walking into the water. Still freaked out about it, but way too exciting to leave too. Yes, Melissa, I love a bargain too. I run hot and cold on bargains because I actually am a value shopper, not a bargain shopper. A value shopper meaning I believe you get what you pay for, and I don't like things that are poor quality. I won't pick poor quality for low price. I will try to weigh value and cost more than that, but for this particular example, this price was just too good to not try. I see an alligator emoji. Yes, alligator indeed. A 10-footer here at the beach. I'm just blown away by that. So anyway, so under $8 just seemed like a small investment to at least give it a try. And considering it looks identical to the products that I was considering of a bet that I thought was good quality with the manufacturer, made me even more interested in trying it. How the cords are soft, and they're not the kind that are gonna like tangle up on themselves, but because they're short, I also like, oh, what was that sound? But again, we'll see. And there's something for everybody out there. There's brands for everybody, and there's projects for everybody. There's I mean, whatever tools you like, and whatever, I mean, I don't have a problem with whatever anybody likes, but I know people are always asking me what I'm using, so I just like to share what I use. I'm using the size 4mm for the Be So Fresh cardigan. This is sport weight yarn and a 4mm set of knitting needles. Yeah, I think there was a movie about gators and sharks, or gators and crocs, or no, crocs and sharks. I don't know. So there's a couple of funny ones on the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, so these are the 24 inches, and I ordered the 16, and not sure if I'm going to order the bigger ones yet or not, but those two sets for sure. I also have some great patterns for making your own needle cases, and I'll be writing a blog post about it when I do a proper review on the needles. I have a knitted pattern that's a download pattern at interweavestore.com, where I made a wall hanging knit needle case for your circulars, where it has holes like tubes into the flat piece that's a wall hanging, and you can feed them through. And then I also, I got distracted, sorry. And then I also have some sewing patterns for making needle cases as well, so I'll share both of those free pattern links when I write the review. I found an old, if anybody has any questions, let me know. I'll look for a minute, see if there are any questions about what we've talked about so far. Oh, and then I mentioned that these earrings are a free pattern. It is a very simple circular double crochet medallion. Yeah, I know, Ona, I agree. Yvette zoned out. So this is just a really simple double crochet circular medallion, but done on a tiny crochet hook and 32mm or 32 gauge metal wire, which is a really soft wire actually. This is a great beginner project if you're very beginner, very new to crocheting with wire. Really simple. It's a free pattern and a video on my website and YouTube. You know this necklace. This is the faux beaded Chanel necklace that's made in one piece. And this is also a free pattern. And a couple of videos, we have the right hand crochet and the left hand crochet videos for this. And this is done in Be So Fine yarn. Yep, this is a raspberry wire, that's right. Thanks, Edna. And I found an old notebook last night. I just was grabbing a notebook to jot down some notes for today, and I found that this one I started writing in 2015, and I was in such a rush to write down my ideas before I forgot them that I didn't read it yet, and I'm so excited to look at how many pages have been written on already. I'm hoping to find some juicy nuggets of inspiration when I get a chance to read through this today. This is one of my Redbubble notebooks. This is where I hand drew some Zentangle kitties and added them as a print in my Redbubble shop. So cute. I've seen people order it as a travel mug too. Super cute. And you notice they have lipstick on because everything I draw needs pink lipstick. It's just the way I am. Oh yeah, there's lots of lists in here. Cannot wait to get a chance to go through this. I love looking through old notebooks. Oh, it's warm down here today. Oh, and I brought different shawls today. I brought some pieces that I was considering about wearing. Oh, everyone likes needle tatting, huh? Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. So I brought a few pieces that I thought would kind of go with my dress today. And this one is the Jordana Mobius cowl from Motif Magic. And you'll have to please excuse me, the book's going to be backwards apparently. YouTube started doing a mirror of my images, so this is one of the projects from Motif Magic. I brought a few projects from the book and a few projects not from the book that I thought would go nicely with my outfit. So I'm considering putting this on later. This is the Jordana cowl, and I brought the Brooklyn shawl, also from Motif Magic, and I've gotten a lot of requests for this to be the next video for a tutorial from Motif Magic, so this is probably next on the list. And I brought the Morgana shawl, which if you're interested, we're going to do a crochet along for this project on my website starting June 1st. This is done in 3 colors of Be So Fine yarn. We've got Calypso Lime, Lavender's First Romance, and Caribbean Turquoise. The screen went real dark because it's probably getting hot, so now I can't read that well. Let's see. And then I brought this one. This is a sneak peek. This is a new vest pattern coming soon. Real simple motif vest that has triangles for shaping that complement the square motif for the actual pattern. And it has a real simple crochet chain tie and tassels at the end of the ties. You see we've got triangle motifs for shaping in the hippies and triangle motifs here for the neck shaping, and the rest of it's done in the plain square motifs. This is actually a motif that I've used in other projects before, including the Majestic Skies crochet shawl. I also have videos on the Majestic motif, so you absolutely could get started on this if you wanted to. You could start with just working on body pieces, getting some of the square pieces put together, and then by the time the pattern comes out, you'd be ready to do the shaping sections. This pattern will be sized in multiple sizes. Because of the size of the motif, it won't be small increments of sizes. There'll be like a small medium, a large extra large, and a 2X, because the size increment is going to be based on these larger motifs. But that'll make more sense when I show you. And it's not meant to be fitted. It's just a topper. which is one of those super fancy words for an unfitted layering piece. Missing. Oh yeah, it does match my earrings. This screen's gone real dark, so I'm not going to be able to read any more comments. Let's see, what else did I bring to show you today? I did have more things to tell you about. Well, I guess I will just keep working on my knitted cardigan. I'm so excited to finish it. I want to wear it all the time. You know, you notice we haven't seen any dolphins in a while, and they do say when there are no dolphins around, I mean something else is around, and I normally take that as meaning that there's sharks around, but I wonder if it has anything to do with the alligators. Whew. Time will tell. I'll tell you what you won't see is you won't see me going in the water anytime soon. No way, no how. Remember we saw those dead sea snakes on the side of the beach after red tide? So now knowing there's sea snakes in there and 10-foot alligators in there, it's like, I don't go in the water that much anyways. Sorry guys, I can't see the chat anymore. The screen's gone so dark that I just can't see it, so I think we can just enjoy the waves a little bit together, enjoy crafting together a little bit. I think we still have a few minutes yet. So may as well just enjoy the scenery and the crafting together. And if it's anything important you want to ask me, just wait till it comes up as a recording and ask me your question there, and I can get back to you later today. Gosh, if only I'd have been here 5 minutes earlier, I could have documented that 10-foot alligator. Kind of would have liked to see it. Probably no way I would have stayed down here afterwards. I'm probably only being brave out of stupidity. Not stupidity, ignorance. Or being oblivious. I don't know. One of those. I think I'm going to have the shakes all day though. I can confirm what KB said, that yes, the Be So Fine yarn is fingering weight. The one I'm working on today, Be So Fresh yarn, is sport weight. Do you keep hearing like breathing noises? I keep hearing like that, like a dolphin's breathing, which I doubt the alligator would be doing. The alligator's going to be a sneaky little devil, and he's just going to pop out, right? I don't know, my brain's back on Super Croc on Sci-Fi Channel. For those of you joining me late, there was a 10-foot alligator sighting walking into the water 20 feet from where I'm sitting 5 minutes before I got here. You do the math. I'm freaked out. In the beginning, I tried to sit down at the water's edge and got scared, so everyone watched me move my stuff up a little further up the beach, not far enough to get near the mangrove, because I figure that's where the alligator came from. So very exciting morning here today with an alligator sighting. 10-footer. Oh my God. Never a dull day at the beach, huh? It's so beautiful. We didn't even talk about how pretty it is today. It's sunny. the seashells are sparkling like crazy. Let me see if I can show you this. You see how beautiful the seashells are sparkling in the sand? I love that so much. So yeah, so like halfway between here and that little mini pier, that's where someone watched the alligator walk out of the bushes, walk all down to the beach, and come right into the water and start swimming. Here's the beach to the north of us. You can see there's definitely people starting to come down. It's the beginning, probably the pre-beginning of the long weekend, so there are people here for the long weekend already. All right, so we are out of time, and I am not able to read your comments now, so we'll just, if anything is important, wait till this goes to the recording and write your questions there, and I'll be happy to answer them later today. But let's take this last minute to soak in this magnificent view, listen to the sounds of the waves, and set our intentions for the day. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the sounds of the beach, combing the beach for alligators with me. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me and everybody else here. If you like Yarn on the Beach podcast, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you click the bell, you can be notified when we go live, so you can join in the live conversation every day. We're here Monday through Saturday at sunrise, approximately 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.